Janubi punches those in front, and Janubi for South Africa wins it by...
I've been lucky. I've won a big one on Vengeance of Rain, but he was a special horse. But, you know, Elsaham, he'll hold his own there, and I think it's the first time he's going the trip. But the way he ran last time, coming from the back, it looks like it's not a problem for him. But looking at the race, obviously very, very competitive race. But we'll go out there and do our best.
It just looks like he's coming back to his best form again.
Yeah, I liked his last run. He came from a ridiculous position and he ran fifth. He didn't run too far behind him. So if I manage to get a good draw and I'm not too far back, we'll give it a go.
Well done. The whole country's behind you.
Thanks so much.
West Coast, the only one with a chance. He's second. Well clear of the others. A battle on for third with Fear the Cowboy coming on. Gun Runner needs another 16th. It's Gun Runner in front. He'll go out a winner. He's the horse of the year, and he's Gun Runner with an unforgettable performance in the Pegasus World Cup. He won by 2 over West Coast second.
Maybe we don't want to make comparisons, but how good is this horse?
Well, I think he's probably now that, Gun Runner retired and Arrogate's gone, he's probably #1 ranked in America. So process of elimination, but his last races have been really, really strong races, and I really think that I don't see him regressing. I think he's sitting on another big race, and I think deservedly he should be the favorite.
I'm going to go back very, very briefly to Captain Steve. You came here, he was a Don winner. He won the Dubai World Cup. Maybe he wasn't as good as Silver Charm, but there's no remarks column. You picked up the big booty.
Well, I've always been, every time I brought a favorite in here, I've been lucky to win, except for Game On Dude. He didn't run well here. But the whole key is you have to, if you come in here with the best horse and everything goes smooth, there's a really good chance you're going to win. It's a fair racetrack, and so when it went to Polytrack, then we started staying away from it. It just wasn't. It was different. It changed everything. Now that the dirt's back, you see a lot of Americans are coming back here because America, it's all about speed, dirt, speed, and so that's what we have. But I just feel it's good to be back here, and with a horse that has a really good, legitimate chance of winning it. And I have 2 in the race. I have Mutahij, who's always hits the board. He runs hard every time, and he's doing really well. So we're excited about him also.
Funny enough, we have a very deep connection with Mubtahij because he obviously started with our hero, Mike de Kock.
Well, I think Mike de Kock, when I got him, he was in great shape, and he's made the most with him. And but that horse, he's easy to train. He's just a really classy horse, and so and he's easy to get along with, and he shows up every time. I hope he runs as well as he did for Mike de Kock here.
Arrogate had done it all before he got here. I mean, this was a bonus. But the track conditions in the day, they were onerous. I mean, that was the most Herculean performance we've ever seen from a racehorse on this track.
No, it was a crazy couple days when that rain came down. It was muddy and it was windy, and it was, and everything was doing really well. He was in the gate, and all of a sudden he just didn't break, and they cut him off right away. And that's one thing, when you're the heavy favorite, if they see you don't break, they will, you're the target, and so he was a target, and they just slammed him leaving there, and then shut the door on him. He threw out the back, and I'm like thinking, why did I bring him all this way? What a waste been here. Like, I'm thinking these horrible things in my mind, like, I wish I could have just beam me up, Scotty, get me out of here right now. And I got a lot of explaining to do, and just going to embarrass his horse and all this. And then for him to, to come around and then win the race in the style that he did, just galloping by, one of the best horses we've seen, Gun Runner. And so it was just an amazing performance. I don't think definitely the best performance I've ever had as a racehorse. That was just thrown out the back, and to finish like that, everything against him, and to run by a horse, and it did it in the ease and fashion that he did. It was pretty impressive.
West Coast, has he got the same miles on the clock, or is he still a slightly fresher horse?
I think he's a fresh horse. I think he's a lightly raced horse. So I feel, he's happy. He's a big, strong horse. So it doesn't take, I could tell Arrogate last year, when I got here, you could tell that the trip took its toll on him. He was a little bit light when he got here, and the long walk up here from the track, you could tell it was getting to him a little bit. So I had a lot of pressure on me. I wasn't sure. And then when he didn't break, that was like really he had to just gut it out. But he's this horse here. He looks like he looks really fresh. He's happy. You know, I just think he's just still getting better, and hopefully this will, you know. But he still needs racing luck. He needs to get out of there and get clear sailing, and you know, after that, it's up to the racing gods.
Well, on that subject, we'd like to say thank you for being so available, so affable, and so approachable. It's a wonderful breath of fresh air.
Well, I really enjoy it. I enjoy racing. It's in my blood. I have a passion for it. And, you know, anytime I can really promote our sport, you know, we need people watching, and so.
Well, you live your whole life to get yourself in a position to do it.
I started out as a quarter horse trainer, and I was running for $300. You know, my horse would win, he'd make $300, and I was getting $30 for 10%. I thought I was killing it, you know, so here I am running for $10 million.
Janubi punches those in front, and Janubi for South Africa wins it by a half.